Hello and welcome to Gardens Now. Today we're going to learn how to grow tomatoes from seed. Tomatoes are a heat-loving plant and will die even in a mild frost. For most climates in the United States, starting indoors is recommended. Here's where I'm going to start my tomatoes and a few other plants that love heat. You can do this in any part of your home that is heated and where you can get light, either from the sun or artificial light. I'm using heat pads to speed up the germination, but this isn't mandatory. I like using many small cells to start seeds, but you can really use any container that drains well. Most of you will want to use clean containers to prevent the risk of disease. Since I live in a very dry and arid climate, I'm going to skip this step. But if you need to sterilize your containers, use a mixture of 1 part bleach to 9 parts water as a cleaning solution. Tomato seeds, in most plants, are very generous in terms of what they can sprout in. Their baby leaves, which are called cotyledons, are full of energy and nutrients, and don't need to draw much from the soil. I'm going to go ahead and use a mix of potting soil and seed starting soil to make things easier down the road, but there are many options for growing mediums in the starting stage. You can use nutrient-poor mediums like quag, vermiculite, perlite, and so on. If you go this route, just be prepared to transplant or fertilize at an earlier stage. I'm going to fill all the cells to the top with my soil mixture. Once topped, I'm going to give it a little shake so things settle down and there's more room. Some people like to pack the soil to make future transplanting easier, but I'm not a big fan of this because it can cause root problems. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to go ahead and water even though there aren't any seeds in yet. You want a generous amount of water. Keep pouring until it starts to drain from the container. With the soil moist, now we can get our seeds in. I like to do about 1 to 3 seeds per cell, but you can pack in a lot more if you want. Advanced tomato growers can pack 50 seeds into a single cell and transplant them later. But for now, we're going to keep things simple. With our seeds in, I want to give them a light topping of soil. 1/8 of an inch is plenty. Now is a good time to label what we're growing. To keep things easy, we're going to cover our containers. This keeps the moisture in and circulating, which means we won't have to water. Without a cover, be expected to water every 1 to 2 days with a gentle mister. It's okay if you don't have these dome lids. Saran wrap works just as well. I'm going to go ahead and set up my grow lights, which isn't necessary at this point. Light isn't needed until the seeds start to sprout, but I'm going to do it now so I can set it and forget it. And that's about it to get things started. This process will work for many other plants that you want to start indoors. I'll check on things every few days just to make sure everything is working properly, but I probably won't need to do anything else for a few weeks. Did you have any questions about this process? What lawn or garden topics do you want covered next? Let me know in the comments. I make these videos for you. Be sure to subscribe so you can see the next part in this tomato series.